5-a-side soccer matches with referees, teammates, and, yes, goal celebrations. The robots, which run on wheels and artificial intelligence, are designed to react in real time, meaning when one gets a red card, you can expect a software update and not an apology. The opening match, a dramatic 0-0 draw. Apparently, they're still learning how to score, or maybe they just uploaded defensive football as a setting. Organizers say the league could inspire young people to get excited about science, robotics, and possibly penalty shootouts without drama. Who needs VR when your striker runs on a code? And that's where we end Caribbean Week in Review. Join us again next week when we recap the stories making headlines across the region. I'm Renee Sion.
At Government House, I'm Regis Cartwright. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. A public-private partnership breathes new life into a long-shuttered property set to empower Bahamians. Also, it's a grand season ahead for UB North as officials gear up for a record fall enrollment. And the Ministry for Grand Bahama set to roll out its welcoming home events this week.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks for tuning in. Topping news, a public-private partnership is seeing a long-shuttered property brought back to life. As Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper says officials are taking practical steps to empower Bahamians through entrepreneurship. Cleopatra Murphy has that report.
Demolition has begun in earnest for what will be an approximately $3 million renovation exercise of the former Royal Palm Resort, transforming it into a business innovation center, or what Minister for Grand Bahama the Honorable Ginger Moxie terms Innovate 242. The project is being funded through a $10 million loan from the Saudi Fund for Development, also facilitating construction of other incubation centers countrywide. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, and Minister Moxie led a delegation on a tour of the site Friday, where he detailed plans for the property.
What we will have here spaces where small businesses can have a rent-free space for a limited period of time. We hope that they will grow and outgrow the space, and thereafter they would be able to move on to their own storefront.
A team of just over 30 from STS Construction is charged with the demolition. Once construction is completed, the facility that has been stripped of its roof, windows, and doors will ultimately house at least 35 small businesses, the Ministry of Tourism on the top floor, meeting spaces, a restaurant, and other facilities.
The reality of what we find today is that rent is a big component, and therefore if we can give the entrepreneur a start, a head start, if you will, that will help them to be more successful faster.
The project is being spearheaded by the Tourism Development Corporation, partnering with the Ministry for Grand Bahama. Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, says one side of the premises will house the Center for Sustainability and the other, the Creative Businesses Center. She sees the facility as a game changer.
Grand Bahama Island is different in that we do have a Grand Bahama Port Authority. And so getting into business sometimes can be daunting. And so to have the presence of everyone here, that all the agencies that allows us to quickly get, our businesses going, and also the agencies that offer funding, like Small Business Development Center, Venture Capital Fund, and TDC, they will all have a presence here.
The Tourism Development Corporation will provide technical support and mentorship for the fledgling businesses. CEO Ian Ferguson says the body provides training opportunities every 3 weeks.
We have website design, business plan and financial plan design. And these are complementary to Bahamians who are either starting their businesses or are just fledgling in their work.
Work crews had projected the demolition would be completed within 6 weeks, but 2.5 weeks in, and it is anticipated the demolition will be completed within another week. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Thanks, Leo. Well, heading into news from the education beat, it's shaping up to be a grand year at the University of the Bahamas North. Officials at the campus are still riding high after successfully hosting their recent commencement ceremony at the downtown campus, a milestone that solidifies their new home in their very own space. With the fall semester just around the corner, teams are working diligently to complete the final buildings, gearing up for what promises to be a record enrollment. Raven Davis reports.
Buildings C and D at UB North are completed and operational with classes ongoing, but it's here at Buildings A and B where the work continues. Now it's an ambitious goal, but Acting Vice President at UB North, Denise Barnes, says teams are working around the clock to bring these structures to completion for the upcoming semester.
The buildings to my right are A and B. So A and B are being completed, which will be administrative offices, probably adult learning, and the library, and some other things that we're not 100% sure of, but it will not in any way impact the classes.
Last fall, UB North saw enrollment top some 4,600 students, and with the completion of the remaining buildings, officials say the campus is ready to welcome an even larger influx, positioning UB North as the jewel of education in the region.
The goal is to have such an enormous uptick in enrollment that we need to have a standby list. All right? We want not only to have even Bahamian students here. I think Grand Bahama is appropriately positioned to also entertain international students.
In preparation for the higher intake of students, the institution is also expanding its programs and is excited to launch the first cohort for the Masters of Science in Nursing. This comes after thorough market research showing strong demand.
And based on what the conversations and the persons applying, we look like we're going to have more than one cohort, but perhaps even numbers that speak to 2 cohorts.
While some administrative work remains, all courses for the new program are approved. Dr. Woodside Oriaki also highlights additional programs, including in accounting, education, and architecture.
Our architecture program, I always smile when I hear persons from universities saying, can you send us the names of your students who have gone through this program? Because we want them to come and do their master's degree with us. We've talked about our biology and chemistry program. You know, I would say that more than half of the doctors in the country, they first got their degree at the University of the Bahamas.
Now, we also spoke to a representative from Victory Construction, one of the contracted companies tasked with carrying out the work, who confirmed that since last week, additional workers have been hired and shifts have been doubled, all in an effort to meet the deadline. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Thanks, Raven. Well, the Ministry for Grand Bahama, proud sponsor of the What's Happening Grand Bahama series, is leading the charge in reconnecting the island's people with its roots through a powerful welcoming home. As part of this initiative, the ministry is hosting a vibrant week of events aimed at encouraging Bahamians who have moved away to consider returning home to live, work, and invest in the future of Grand Bahama. Shalia Roll reports.
The heartbeat of Grand Bahama is louder than ever, and it's calling our people home. From business to culture, faith to festivities, the Ministry for Grand Bahama's Welcoming Home series is more than just events. It's a movement to reconnect Grand Bahamians with their roots and reignite a deep love for the island that raised them.
We want to ensure that as Grand Bahama rises, our people rise with it. And years ago, Grand Bahama had a population of between 55 to 60,000. We're down to 47,000. Many of our people would have left, some throughout other islands of the Bahamas, many, foreign, and there are so many opportunities. So we want our people to come home to take advantage of the opportunities that exist.
It all kicked off with the incredible Grand Bahama Business Expo, where opportunity and innovation took center stage. Now the celebrations continue with a week full of unforgettable moments. Here's what's happening next. Ready, set, go, it's time for the road race. Whether you're sprinting or strolling, come out and join the excitement as runners take over the streets in a race filled with music, community, and Grand Bahama pride on Saturday, July 5th, 2025 at 6 a.m. Then at 7 p.m. Saturday evening, the spotlight shines on the Grand Bahama Cultural Show. It's a full-on celebration of Bahamian heritage with live music, dancing, food, art, and a lineup of beloved Bahamian artists. The big moment, an announcement of the winner of the Welcoming Home Song Competition. So get ready for cheers and chill. On Sunday, July 6th at 3 p.m., we come together in faith. The Ecumenical service will unite churches and communities across the island for a powerful moment of reflection, thanksgiving, and hope for the future. And later that evening at 7 p.m., we're heading west. Join the caravan to West Grand Bahama, where the celebration continues with more entertainment, fellowship, and a taste of the unique Western warmth. Next, we head over to the Independence Park for the Independence Day celebration on Wednesday, July 9th at 7:30 p.m. Get your flags ready and your voices loud. It's time to celebrate Bahamian independence like only Grand Bahama can. Expect fireworks, performances, and national pride on full display. Thursday wraps it all up with Beach Day. Bring your crew, your cooler, and your love for the ocean. We're closing out homecoming week with good food, good music, and plenty of sunshine at the beach of your choice. From the Business Expo to the beach, this week is all about you, the people of Grand Bahama. Whether you never left or you've been gone for years, the message is clear. Welcome home. Now that you see what our sponsors, the Ministry for Grand Bahama, has to offer in the Welcoming Home series, stay tuned because we'll be taking you to some of the events. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
And still to come.
The East Grand Bahama Christian District unites in praise for an ecumenical service ahead of the National Independence Celebration. That story, sports, and more when we return.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
It's a pre-independence Sunday brunch at No Holds Bar, July 6th, hosted by Tej and music by DJ Hot Skull Swagger and DJ Rambo. Enjoy baked chicken with crab and rice, plus games, prizes, and a round trip to Bimini. Just $30 entry.
Let's come together to worship in preparation for our nation's 52nd anniversary of independence at the Ecumenical Service of Praise and Thanksgiving at First Baptist Church, led by the Grand Bahama Christian Council on Sunday, July 6th at 3 p.m. The public is welcome. From July 2nd through the 10th, Grand Bahama is the place to be. Don't miss the Welcoming Home Grand Cultural Festival in downtown Freeport, Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 7 p.m. Bahamian food, arts and crafts, kids' corner, and live performances by Recon Bahamas, Sherrod Taylor, Nishi LS, Javi, and DMAC. Go to ministryforgb.com for the full welcoming calendar of events. Let's celebrate our 52nd anniversary of independence at the Cultural Extravaganza on Wednesday, July 9th on Independence Park. Enjoy the all-star Bahamian music lineup, the Royal Bahamas Police Force mini tattoo, Bahamian food, fireworks, and junkanoo. Show starts at 7:30 p.m. See you there. Come and be blessed at the New Life Worship Center in Freeport, Grand Bahama, where Bishop Simeon Ouden is the senior pastor. Services are on Sunday at 9 a.m. and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Come and experience a time of praise and worship in the Word.
Grand Bahama Tiles is celebrating independence with a 25% off store-wide sale. On July 8th and July 9th, enjoy store-wide savings with some items up to 60% off. And the first 10 customers get an additional $52 off their entire purchase. Let's celebrate independence with great savings. Call them 352-7920.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Calling all contractors, your exclusive priority access to Grand Bahama Tiles pre-independence sale begins Monday, July 7th for 1 day only. With personalized service, come in and enjoy all the discounts at your leisure before the crowd arrives. See you Monday, July 7th for your exclusive pre-independence sale access.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. By welcoming the upcoming National Independence Anniversary through an ecumenical service under the theme Together We Rise, the East Grand Bahama Christian District is coming together as one at High Rocks Church of God. Speaking with the host church's pastor, Frederick Carey, he says joining as one congregation amidst such a setting can deliver a profound impact locally and globally.
A wonderful team that was chosen for our independence. Together we rise, and if we as people in our Bahama land could come together, there can be some great changes and development, not only in our country but throughout the world, because wherever we go, we would carry that with us.
Event coordinator and senior pastor of Pelican Point St. Matthew's Baptist Church, Freddie Lang Jr. echoes the prior sentiments, adding assurance of faith is the goal with an affair like this one.
We give individual hope. We spread the love, the hope of Jesus Christ. It is in Him we live, we move, we have our very being. And so at the end of this service, we would just hope that persons who would have came through those doors would have lived revived.
While Bahama Blue Realty mainly gears its focus on providing residents with their dream homes. However, through a special presentation, the company is providing relief for several high school graduates in their pursuit of post-secondary education. The real estate entity's spokesperson, Ecumenical Miller, says investing in tomorrow's leaders is a celebration of a blossoming future.
Today, we are not here not only to celebrate the students and academics' high achievements, but to recognize their growth and their vision. At Bahama Blue Realty, our standards are not only to produce that we invest in real estate, but to send a message to our community that we invest in our young generation.
Recipient Adrian Stewart Jr. and mother of recipient Cherish Saunders Stacy Moss says earning the scholarship opportunity is an accomplishment they are proud of due to the hard work, outreach.
Plenty studying, plenty passion. You have to be passionate about what you do, and you just have to take the time out. If you don't take the time out, you won't see the results. And always put God first, always.
I am very proud of my child, because it's not easy being a single parent, and for her to get that far, that's an accomplishment for me, a big, big accomplishment.
Congratulations. While dozens of residents were tested at the 8 Mile Rock Community Clinic on Saturday as the HIV/AIDS Survivors Benefit Organization hosted its annual outreach event. President of HASB, Tina Roberts, says the nonprofit's mission is centered on educating the public, promoting testing, and supporting access to treatment. This year's initiative also marked the launch of the group's 11th Positive Impact campaign, modeled after a global strategy by the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, a major sponsor of the event.
The goal of Positive Impact is to test persons within communities to ensure that they are aware of their HIV status, to those who know it, that they can get into treatment, and to those who don't, to maintain a negative status. The reason we chose 8 Mile Rock today is because this is a target demographic of persons who would not usually come uptown, who were not able to come uptown, or unwilling to come out for healthcare testing. So we came into their little niche to try and get them to come out.
Now, the effort was supported by several partners, including the Public Hospitals Authority, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Reliable Financial Architects, and Rocky Shores Trending Orators. PHA's Area Administrative Manager for 8 Mile Rock Clinic, Marcia Hepburn, stressed that routine testing is a vital step in reducing HIV cases and breaking the stigma that still surround the disease. With partnerships vital to these efforts, Representative of Rocky Shores Trending Orator, Verna Barnaby, says the group is committed to making a difference through community outreach.
Knowing your HIV status, it will also have, a prolonged impact, on your health care. And one thing that I want to emphasize is that rapid testing, it is available in all of the community clinics.
Reestablishing that Toastmasters is about more than just talking. It's community presence. It's coming to where the people are and meeting there. So that's one. And then I also happen to sit on the board of the directors of the Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union. This serves as maybe our springboard for getting our footprint.
All right, Shane, it's finally Friday. What do you have for us?
Listen, big things are happening in Grand Bahama. The NACAC Open Championships are returning to Grand Bahama next month.
All right, good stuff. That's coming away next. But first, a check on the local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
Welcoming home. Get ready, Grand Bahama. The Welcoming Home Grand Expo and Empowerment Seminar is coming July 4th, 2025. Join us at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a day of inspiration, information, and opportunity. Hear key updates from the government and connect with top investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. Whether you're returning home or looking to grow your vision, this is your moment. The future of Grand Bahama is now. Be a part of it. That's Friday, July 4th at the Grand Lucayan. Don't miss it.
Grand Bahama Tiles is celebrating independence with a 25% off store-wide sale. On July 8th and July 9th, enjoy store-wide saving with some items up to 60% off. And the first 10 customers get an additional $52 off their entire purchase. Let's celebrate independence with great savings. Call them 352-7920.
From July 2nd through the 10th, Grand Bahama is the place to be. Don't miss the Welcoming Home Grand Cultural Festival in downtown Freeport, Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 7 p.m. Bahamian food, arts and crafts, kids corner, and live performances by Recon Bahamas, Sherrod Taylor, Nishi LS, Avi, and DMAC. Go to ministryforgb.com for the full welcoming calendar of events. Walk, run, or cycle in the Ministry for Grand Bahama's Welcoming Home 5K Road Race and Health Fair on Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 6 a.m. at the Harold de Gregory Complex. Bring the family for a morning of fitness, fun, and culture. Get free health screenings after the race and purchase a healthy breakfast from participating vendors. Registration is free. Go to ministryforgb.com to register today. From July 2nd through the 10th, Grand Bahama is the place to be. Don't miss the Welcoming Home Grand Cultural Festival in downtown Freeport, Saturday, July 5th, beginning at 7 p.m. Bahamian food, arts and crafts, kids corner, and live performances by Recon Bahamas, Sherrod Taylor, Nishi LS, Avi, and DMAC. Go to ministryforgb.com for the full welcoming calendar of events.
In the heart of the Bahamas, there once lay an unassuming island, scarred, forgotten, left behind by industry. A place that had given so much, but had been abandoned in return. It took a family whose legacy is deeply intertwined with the sea to see its potential. They saw not just an island, but possibilities. To replace abandonment and desolation with life and beauty. The transformation of Ocean Key was a collective effort, bringing together skilled workers, artisans, builders, and conservationists, combining passionate visionaries with Bahamian expertise, ensuring that Ocean Key was not just a paradise, but a source of opportunity.
What's happening, ladies and gents? I'm Shane Stubbs with your evening sports update. For the second time, Grand Bahama will play host to the North American, Central American, and Caribbean Knockout Open Championships set for next month. Over 300 athletes will be gunning to qualify or solidify their spots at the World Athletics Championships set for September. Now, that said, Grand Bahama is considered the perfect stage for the high-stakes event.
Grand Bahama is experiencing exponential growth, which has opened itself to a new frontier track and field, and as it continues to gain its stride, we are making history every time we have an event here.
Last year's edition that we were here, we had 22 records, 22 national records, but career knockout athlete records were broken. So you're not talking about a fly-by championship, we're talking about world-class athletes. And Grand Bahama has proven itself to be very, very friendly to the athletes. As a matter of fact,
You have the type of facilities that can attract international competition here. So Grand Bahama, we must find means of ways to get more tourists on the island of Grand Bahama. And sports tourism, sports in paradise, is one.
The Grand Bahama Sports Complex will once again be the epicenter of athletic excellence. We are poised to welcome over 350 elite athletes and delegates representing 34 proud member federations from across North America, Central America, and the Caribbean.
The Knockout Open Championships are set for August 15th to the 17th. Next in sports, King Hoops Basketball Camp closes out a successful 16th year of camp.
This just motivates me just to come out here. They give them an opportunity to do something, to be in a constructive, conducive environment where they can be impacted through the game of basketball. You know, our team this year is disciplined, and we try to let them know that if you keep working hard and doing the right thing when there's nobody around, that's when success really will find you.
And finally in sports, scores from Grand Bahama Basketball Association Corporate League play. Grand Bahama Shipyard got by Buckeye Bahamas. The final score in that one was 37-33. Freeport Container Port stifled the Grand Bahama Port Authority, rolling to a 51-32 W. And the police and forces locked up Bahama Rock, taking the W 48-30. And that's your check on sports, ladies and gents. I'm Shane Stubbs. Your Facebook friend of the day is up next.
(1920), before independence, this was our genesis. Like a sun splitting through darkness to let future in. Great-grandfathers with iron fists, wielding policies that paved possibilities for the next of kin. 07 was a shedding of skin. Now native, but never wavered in our commitment. Before our country turned 50, we were here 50 years more. Helping life, spreading light. BAF for life.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Let's celebrate our 52nd anniversary of independence at the Cultural Extravaganza on Wednesday, July 9th on Independence Park. Enjoy the all-star Bahamian music lineup, the Royal Bahamas Police Force mini tattoo, Bahamian food, fireworks, and Junkanoo. Show starts at 7:30 p.m. See you there.
Grand Grand Bahama Tiles is celebrating independence with a 25% off store-wide sale. On July 8th and July 9th, enjoy store-wide saving with some items up to 60% off. And the first 10 customers get an additional $52 off their entire purchase. Let's celebrate independence with great savings. Call them 352-7920.
Welcoming home. Get ready, Grand Bahama. The Welcoming Home Grand Expo and Empowerment Seminar is coming July 4th, 2025. Join us at the Grand Lucayan Convention Center from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for a day of inspiration, information, and opportunity. Hear key updates from the government and connect with top investors, entrepreneurs, and business leaders. Whether you're returning home or looking to grow your vision, this is your moment. The future of Grand Bahama is now. Be a part of it. That's Friday, July 4th at the Grand Lucayan. Don't miss it.
Calling all contractors. Your exclusive priority access to Grand Bahama Tiles pre-independence sale begins Monday, July 7th for one day only. With personalized service, come in and enjoy all the discounts at your leisure before the crowd arrives. See you Monday, July 7th for your exclusive pre-independence sale access.
Grand Bahama, it's a time of celebration. The Bahama Brass Band presents With a Shout, We'll March, celebrating a combined 170 years of service, duty, and music ministry, 100 years Nassau, and 70 years Grand Bahama, with special guests, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Force Band, female contingent. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. It's all happening at 7 p.m. Grand Lucayan Ballroom, Saturday, the 26th of July, 2025. With a shout, we'll march.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Here's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight coming your way next.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, Caricom leaders meeting up in Jamaica for a 3-day conference centered on people, partnerships, and prosperity. Hear why the Chief Justice is invited. Plus, a family forced to rebuild after 25 years. Find out how you can help them start afresh. And where is the U.S. in appointing a new ambassador to the Bahamas? The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Caricom heads will be meeting in Montego Bay, Jamaica from July 6th through the 8th. Prime Minister Philip Davis will lead the Bahamian delegation to those meetings where Haiti, security, climate change, and food security are among the issues expected to dominate the 2-day talks. As Corville Pyfrom reports tonight, members of the judicial branch will also play a prominent role at this year's conference.
The 49th meeting of the Caricom heads of government will be both significant and historic, as it'll mark the first time that heads of judiciaries from the region will participate, as crime and security are expected to take center stage. Chief Justice Sir Ian Winder will be among the heads of judiciaries. He told ZNS News by telephone that these discussions are timely, especially given the rising crime issues affecting most of the region.
The administration of justice, as you know, is a work in progress, and our active efforts are necessary to achieve the results and success that we need. The judiciary, the executive, and the legislature are jointly engaged in this business of governance. Each branch has its functions, and while we are separate, we must work closely together to ensure that good and effective governance for our people is attained.
In the Bahamas, the judiciary has come under fire over the administration of justice. Delays, backlogs, timely trials, lack of preparedness by both counsel and judges. Some have argued that this too has played a role in the rise of crime in the country. As for how he sees the role the judiciary can play in addressing crime, the Chief Justice was clear on its importance.
Certainly, the judiciary has a major role, but as does all the other stakeholders. It's a collective effort. The prosecution, the defense, the government, the executive, ensuring resources are available, ensuring that persons play their part in getting this job done.
Regional leaders are also expected to address matters related to climate change, geopolitical issues, particularly U.S. tariffs, and the United States' immigration policies, which, as Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell points out, has created a high level of anxiety across the region.
Of course, the Bahamas says, whatever, it's their country. They decide who goes in and who goes out. We just ask Bahamians to make sure that they follow the law when they go into another person's country, and we do our best to protect you, to ensure that your rights are protected when you go into another country, and that applies to the states as well.
These meetings again will get underway July 6th through the 8th. Corvell Pyfrom for the Bahamas Tonight.
In other news, it said that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But for a growing number of Bahamian teens, that first meal is either delayed or skipped entirely. Our Lyle Maycock gives up the figures to back this up and the related consequences.
According to the 2025 Global School Health Survey, over 40% of Bahamian teens say they rarely or never eat breakfast. That number greater among girls, with over half of teenage girls 15 and older routinely skipping the morning meal. What fills the gap? Chips, sugary drinks, processed snacks, and foods that may deliver energy in the short term, but in the long run contribute to obesity, mental fatigue, and even poor academic performance. Health and Wellness Minister, the Honorable Michael Darville, shares statistics that show the growing health risks.
Students are consuming excessive amount of sugary beverages and ultra-processed foods with limited dietary intake of fruits and vegetables. Only 10% of our teens eat a daily recommended amount of vegetables, and 6% eat adequate fruits.
As health policy lead and public health practitioner Dr. Sharita Moxie shares, the survey also shows a sharp rise in overweight and obesity rates among teens.
The rate of overweight teens in the Bahamas has increased by over 135% since 1998, meaning every 2 and 5 Bahamian teens are now living above a healthy weight. Obesity has tripled, jumping from 7% to 21%. These are major shifts in the health profile of a generation.
Officials say breakfast habits are a critical piece of that puzzle. The survey reveals a troubling link. Teens who skip breakfast are more likely to be overweight, and girls lead those numbers. Experts say the connection between silent starvation and long-term health risk is being ignored.
Well, in related news, more resources could be on tap for Exuma, and according to Area MP, the Honorable Chester Cooper, this includes strengthening the island's healthcare system.
Dr. Darville has indicated previously that we have hired doctors from Ghana, and we anticipate at least 3 of them will join the Exuma Health Care Facility. And we are going to continue to press forward to improve the state of health care on the island Exuma. It is an issue we take seriously. It's an issue that we take seriously not just in Exuma, all across the islands. That's why we're building new hospitals. That's why we're investing in healthcare. That's why we've gone abroad to get additional doctors.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report this morning is in a moment.
Hey, ladies, where's the day? Oh, okay, thanks. Bets.
Greg, what's up?
Ready, man, how you doing?
I'm doing well. He's meditating. You gotta give him at least an hour.
All right. I can wait. I ain't got nothing to do.
tire sale now on through Independence.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Long day? Hungry crew? Say less and satisfy everyone with KFC's Summer Buckets. Grab a super summer bucket and get 8 juicy pieces of fried chicken, 8 nuggets, corn, our new white rice with gravy, 4 buttery biscuits, 4 Switcher Pink lemonades, and 4 dessert biscuits. So whether it's on the beach, at home, or chilling with the crew, KFC's Summer Bucket starting at just $20. Bring all the flavor. Summer with KFC. It's finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
Bahamas, come celebrate our 52nd independence at the Family Fun Day, July 10th at Clifford Park. It's a great afternoon of food, fun, culture, entertainment, national pride. Gates open at 4 p.m., concert time 6 p.m. 52nd Independence Family Fun Day at Clifford Park. Bring the whole family. Admissions free. Happy Independence, Bahamas.
See, I'm proud to be a Bahamian. I'm proud to be a Bahamian.
Wait. What you doing, man?
Oh, you didn't know it? Popeye's giving up the $5,000 for summer, dog.
Stop that.
All you gotta do is purchase a NOLA box, any Popeye's location. You can even enter online to win a NOLA box. What that is? That's a chicken sandwich, 2 tenders, fries, apple pie, drink for $13.95.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Well, you're looking at a shot there of the flag flying above the Atlantis Resort on Paradise Island. That shot, courtesy of drone pilot Kyson Miller. Welcome back. Still reeling from a ravenous fire they say they had absolutely no chance against. A Coral Heights family may have had their home destroyed, but miraculously, not their hope. Our Danielle Dean today spoke with the Dorsets in the aftermath of Tuesday's fire and their plans to rise from the ashes and rebuild.
No more TV, eh?
The reality setting in for Dwayne and Janet Dorsett that their home of 25 years is no more. The family of 6 still as clueless as they were 3 nights ago as to who set afire their Coral Heights split-level home. Dwayne Dorsett says even when his wife told him a fire was outside, he chalked it up to the brush fires in the area inching closer, but quickly realized it wasn't.
It automatically went into protect mode, which is okay. This ain't happening to us. All right. But with some forceful convincing from my girls, particularly Diane here, to get out. Superman came off to let's just make sure we still have life and limb, and we move on from there.
The first vehicle, charred and only months after being purchased, belonged to the Dorsett's middle child, Diane.
The car can be purchased again, but it's heartbreaking to know that, like, it's something I worked so hard for, and if you know me, you know how hard I was working for that car. To just be able to get around, saving for years and years and years, every dollar. So yeah, it's hard, it's tough. To know that all of that gone down the drain. I've never seen a fire spread so quickly.
Oh my goodness! And you just feel so helpless.
Yeah.
And small and defeated.
Yeah. It literally brought me to I was in that roundabout on my knees screaming.
For 30-year-old Danielle, the eldest child, the family finds comfort in the memories.
We recently had a family Christmas party at the last Christmas season, and that brought us so much joy because we went through a lot in the previous year. So that really, that really helped us a lot.
The Dorsets are holding on to hope that in due time, the suspected arsonist will reap what he's sown and that their family will rebuild both emotionally and physically. Anyone wishing to help can support the Dorsett Family Fire Relief page on a GoFundMe. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
And again, Diane Dorsett works as a reporter and weather girl here at the Broadcasting Corporation. Well, Deputy Prime Minister and Exuma MP, the Honourable Chester Cooper, is extending thoughts and prayers to the family of the American man injured while vacationing in Exuma earlier this week. Police say the victim was snorkeling near the shoreline when a 20-foot white Boston whaler struck him. He sustained severe injuries to his lower body. Now, while the man was taken to the Exuma Healthcare Facility for medical attention, he was later airlifted to the U.S. for further medical treatment.
The gentleman is in good spirits. He's in stable condition. He's been now transferred to his home country. There was an accident as confirmed by the police. The police is investigating. I won't speak to that investigation. As it relates to the hospital matters in the Ministry of Health, I believe Dr. Daval has made a statement in this regard.
Back here in the capital, an alleged sexual assault is under investigation. Our news team understands the victim was having a conversation with a man at his Caricom Road home just before 2 this morning when he pulled out a firearm, made threats on her and her son's life, and then sexually assaulted her. Police are said to be following significant leads into the matter. Well, on a lighter note, this evening, the Bahamas is counting down to the fall season. That's when a dramatic rise in visitor arrivals should take shape as a result of tourism's push to increase air arrivals to the country. As Corval Pyfrom tells us, an expanding relationship with Canada means big opportunities ahead for Bahamians.
To promote the Bahamas' winning formula for attracting visitors to this multi-island destination means first knowing it and second, believing it. Check both those boxes next to Director General Latia Duncombe.
We're working on behalf of the Bahamian people.
On a recent Ministry of Tourism sales mission to Canada, where the Bahamas will see increased airlift as partners Air Canada, WestJet, Sunwing, and now Porter Airlines are about to send more direct flights to the Bahamas. Director General Duncombe, DG as most refer to her, was almost herself on Cloud 9, airlifted by what she describes as Team Tourism's tireless efforts.
And what you're seeing now in Canada firsthand is some of the legwork that we do as the boots on the ground. And so when those numbers continue to soar, you'd realize that this is some of the preliminary work that's being done all the time with our offices abroad.
Whether in Montreal or Toronto, Canada's two largest cities, the Bahamas, this 16-island destination has something to offer.
What is even more so important about Canada is the type of activities that Canadians enjoy. They want to enjoy all of the Bahamas: boating, fishing, diving, birding, outdoor activities, sustainability, adventure, ecotourism, and that's what we have to offer.
And Canadians seem to already be embracing the Bahamas as their getaway destination choice.
I think especially in Quebec, the French culture in Quebec, we love to make connections, we love to make new friends, and I think the island people, the Caribbean people, and the Bahamas people, the Bahamian, can meet that.
Canadians only make up 10% of visitors to the Bahamas. There's just been so much growth in that area, and it's only on the up and up.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
And speaking about relations, the man tipped to become the next U.S. ambassador to the Bahamas, moving a step further in that process. Former professional athlete turned business leader and community advocate Herschel Walker's certificate of competency was this week presented to the U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Committee. This is a normal procedure for presidential nominees to be chief of mission. The COC, as it's called, verifies that a business, or as in this case, an individual, has the skills and knowledge to perform a specific task. Now, Walker unsuccessfully ran for a Senate seat in Georgia a few years back, said to be a longtime friend of the U.S. president. He even campaigned with Donald Trump during the 2024 presidential race. Until his appointment, though, Kimberly Furness serves as U.S. Chargé d'Affaires to the Bahamas. In other news, the newest cohort of clinical pastoral professionals celebrated during a recent commencement exercise. The event, held under the theme Embracing and Advancing Chaplaincy as an Agent of Hope, serves as one of this year's Independence events. The Prime Minister among those paying tribute to the men and women who will sacrifice their time and give service during some of the most difficult phases of life. Felicity Darville tells us more.
Clinical pastoral education continues to grow in the Bahamas under the care of Supervisor of CPE Education Bahamas Caribbean, Reverend Canon Sebastian Campbell.
We need support to enhance an association of chaplaincy. We need to know that we are respected and we are in demand.
Minister of Health, the Honourable Dr. Michael Darville, said he saw just how vital chaplains are as they served in hospital during the COVID-19 pandemic.
It is our clinical pastoral team who in many instances there with our loved ones, giving them the support they need, and sometimes preparing them for the way for them to meet their Maker.
Apostle Delton Fernandez says the Bahamas Christian Council fully supports this program.
Pastors and leaders and those in our society are being required to do more than just preach. We've been challenged to go into communities and make meaningful changes. Most of these men and women that are here have other careers, but have chosen to be qualified, to be prepared, to be a part of the change that the Bahamas needs.
Prime Minister the Honourable Philip E. Davis gave this special charge to the graduates.
Let us be a people of prayer. Let us raise up a generation of intercessors or agents of hope who will keep their eyes on Christ even when the storm rages. And let us never forget, no matter how strong the winds, no matter how high the waves, God is still in control.
The Clinical Pastoral Education Program provides a place for health and spirituality to combine in a way that transforms lives, giving hope to others when they need it most. From the Fox Hill Community Center for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we have been in Ecumenical now for the past 4 years, carrying out our paving program. A part of our company's philosophy is producing work to international standards. So when you look at our paving division, we have a state-of-the-art lab to do all of our testing in-house, as well as a state-of-the-art asphalt plant with a trained technician carrying out the work on that site. The overarching goal of our company is to produce the work that we're doing in the entire Bahamas to international standards. We also make a difference by the training of our staff. We have a very intensive training program going on to where we are teaching young men how to learn the art of striping. Being a young man myself, I've made mistakes in the past. I was given a second chance to better my life, and it's only fitting that we pass that along. What's important for us is giving them a second chance for them to get a skill and a career that could take them further in life.
When your hands are too full, life is just too complicated. Lala, Sally, come here. Uncomplicate. Go faster, safer, greener with the digital way to pay. With Tap to Pay, it's as easy as a gentle touch. No more headaches. Say hello to convenience. The future of pay is digital with options like credit cards, debit cards, online banking, and digital wallets. Make every experience unforgettable. Embrace the ease of digital payments today.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on the live?
Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive fiber services when you port your landline.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
This portion of the news is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, as the nation readies itself for its 52nd independence celebrations, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture is spotlighting Bahamian creativity and entrepreneurship. A special independence pop-up brought together dozens of local vendors, all showcasing national pride in uniquely handcrafted ways. Lyle Maycock has the story.
From crochet bracelets to bold artwork to pepper seasoned sauces, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture's 52nd Independence pop-up transformed its University Drive Hall into a marketplace of Bahamian flair and local hustle, all in the name of national pride.
The name of my business is Faces, the Face Collection. It's an art collection of faces that I created, reminiscent of everything that's beautiful and nostalgic about growing up Bahamian. This is a wonderful initiative to showcase all Bahamian artists, to see what they have to offer, to encourage the youth to come out and be true to themselves, and have Bahamian pride.
Smith's whimsical pieces pay tribute to a nostalgic Bahamas, while other vendors like Ashley Carey blend craft with culture and community.
You would never know how much it means to me. Like many persons, Bahamians today supported me, and I was so shy in this business, but they helped me to break out of my shyness in sales.
And support was the theme of the day, especially for small family-run businesses like Eyes Bahamian by aunt and nephew Indira Green and VJ Meadows.
I think that we don't support enough Bahamian and local businesses, the small businesses and whatnot. And I think that it really takes that step to encourage people who haven't even started a business yet. Hey, if you have an idea, do it.
For vendors like Kirshan Ferguson of The Goat, keeping it local also means going bold with the signature Bahamian flavor.
Everything we sell here is made with the Bahamian goat peppers. Support Bahamians, even with our products alone, it's something that's unique to the Bahamas. The goat pepper is native to us, so support locally grown things, local made crafts.
Even young entrepreneurs got a moment to shine thanks to a summer camp run by Sasha Rose's Star Designs.
My campers are now crocheting their unique designs of Bahamian-made bracelets. This means a whole lot to me because I get to have my campers have the experience of learning how to become an entrepreneur by selling their goods.
Reporting from the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, 52nd Independence Pop-Up, where food, fashion, art, and Bahamian pride all come together for one goal, celebrating who we are. Reporting for the Bahamas tonight, I'm Lyle Maycock.
Oh, good job there, Lyle. Now, as Bahamians show their patriotism in the countdown to the country's 52nd independence, the Office of the Prime Minister is issuing a reminder that it is a criminal offense if the Ministry of National Security does not grant permission for the merchandising of any national items. Director of Communications, Latrey Ramming, explains.
My only advice is that if you're going to utilize the symbols, the flags, the Platon colors of the country, that you seek approval. If you're going to utilize the faces of national heroes, then that may be a dialogue that you want to have with their Estela family, just with an abundance of caution to ensure that when your end product is done, you have the full consent of the family. It may not be necessary, but out of a matter of respect, it may be important.
Well, I could tell you, LaDon and Marlene are eagerly awaiting to tell us more of what's coming up in Access Now tonight. Ladies.
Kushla, finally we have somebody to actually teach us how to play the guitar. His name is Tim Daniels, and he's in the house.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to learn tonight, but at least he's not leaving this weekend. I'm really excited to ask him about the surprise guest they had recently. A 5-time Grammy Award winner got up on stage and performed with them, and I can't wait to hear that story. That's what I want to hear.
Well, whatever you learn, teach me a thing or two.
Yes.
Stay with us. Our feature story is up next.
Diet-friendly special.
Happy Independence Bahamas. Let's celebrate 50 plus together with a unique Janae's Uniform Center Independence print, dry fit polo or t-shirts, ribbons and pole bows in black, gold, and aquamarine. Janae's special family package includes buy 2 adults and 3 children Independence polos or t-shirts and get 15% off. Outfit your staff for a special Independence dress of week or day with a different design. For more than 30 pieces of Janae's Independence polos or t-shirts, get up to 25% discount. Janae's Uniform Center Chesapeake Road Independence Selections. Choose your favorite and celebrate 50 plus. Restrictions apply.
Great pizza, great deals, all day, every day. Available now at Marco's Pizza. Order today.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health. Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
After 41 years of loyal service, the BCB's HR manager said her goodbyes, bringing to a close a legacy built on professionalism, compassion, and quiet strength that shaped the life of the corporation. Amaya Moss has the story.
Leaving behind a legacy defined by commitment and leadership, colleagues gathered to celebrate the storied career of Linda Sands, sharing memories, shedding tears, and expressing gratitude for the woman who helped shape the very culture of Z&S. General Manager of the corporation, Clint Watson, describes her retirement as bittersweet, marking the end of an era for the corporation. And her colleague, Garnell Dames, says it's also a moment to reflect on how much one person can truly influence an entire organization.
When they get to the blessing of retiring, we ought to celebrate that milestone in their lives, celebrate the achievement they've made, and celebrate that it doesn't end here. You can begin something new for you. She has been an exceptional woman, and we cannot let her walk up these doors without showing how much we appreciate her.
Very appreciative of Ms. Sands and her contribution she's made to this corporation for the years that she's been here. She's been like the mother of the corporation some days, the big sister, a colleague, and sometimes just a friend. And I'm sure that, you know, the impact that she's going to leave on the staff members here, I'm sure it's going to be long-lasting.
For Ms. Sands, retirement is more than just closing a chapter. It's a moment of deep reflection. After 41 years of service, she says she leaves with a full heart.
I am overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed because, like I said, there are some persons who would have come through these walls and through these doors, and they would have gone with not even a simple thank you. So I'm overwhelmed. I'm happy that they took the time, that the corporation took the time. My colleagues took the time to, like the old people say, give me my flowers while I could enjoy it by their way of saying thank you to me. I love them all, and I appreciate them for it.
Here's to the lady, always, always. And here's to the love that shines in your eyes, and the joy you bring to the life.
Sands steps into retirement with respect and admiration. As the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas turns the page, her presence and impact will continue to echo for years to come. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, it goes without saying that we will miss you, Ms. Sands, and we wish you all the best. And that does it for the Bahamas Tonight. But stay